Yes, I said I wanted to chip in small. What we when we talk about this economic and financial stability,
yes,
okay, it's not like spending that we are talking about. What I mean is that you have to have the money on you, okay, but
to do what in the first place,
not to do what in the first place, to take care of certain things like maybe the car that you are going to board, things that you are going to buy.
No question. But respond. Why should you pay like someone's fare, lawyer fare?
Why should you pay someone? So
it's caring.
So what? Okay,
it's
fine. let me ask you something.
Who define that to mean caring?
Joy. Let me ask you
it's
this.
not just for the lorry fare per se.
Yeah.
For instance, now if I go out with all of you and then I decide to pay,
yes,
it's money.
Yes, money.
And it's cost.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking at the cost. I'm looking at the relationship I'm earning beyond the cost.
All right, you're like a point.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So if I'm going out with my girlfriend, I'm going out with my wife, and I'm the one paying, probably she may even have more money than I do.
Yeah.
And it's not compulsory for me to pay. But I mean, look at the social independency, the network that can be built by they make money you know. Meanwhile, you have money in your pocket. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that, like you're saying, there should be money in your pocket, yes, but people also have money. I know millionaires who married and right after marriage lost everything. If the person has a vision, the person has something that is working towards, I think it's somebody that you should go with. If you give $10 million to somebody who doesn't know what to do with it, I'm telling you can marry that person, blow the cash up in less than 1 year. But if you have somebody who has a vision, that is what I want to do, like my good friend is doing here, money will be a reward. But the real work is delivering service to mankind. So we sometimes equate, we value money as if that is the ultimate reward to everything that we do, which is not entirely so. What he's doing here right now, we are not giving him $1 million. It's not earning him $1 million. You understand what I'm trying to say? But what is the contribution is making to mankind cannot be quantified with money. So if you want to, for me, let me limit it to what I want to say. If you want to date somebody, you want to marry somebody, now look at, like I said, what the person is doing. If the person is studying to be an accountant, studying to be a lawyer, the person has not graduated yet, but at least there was something ahead of the person waiting. There should be money to be running the home, but we should also look at the vision of the person and the potential that can bring in that money.
So if you don't have the money, can you do that?
That is what I'm saying. That are we looking at just the dating or
no, it's just a question.
Dating.
It's just dating. Can you do that?
I don't need to have millions. I don't need to.
No,
have
I'm not talking about. You see, when I say economic and financial side, I didn't mean you should be extremely rich.
If you bring in this also, then are we trying to say that the foundation of the dating now is how much we are spending? Is it a spending?
Yes.
It's not a spending. It is what I am contributing to make the person better. So if I give you an advice that have you considered this course at Gimpa, have you considered this diploma at Gimpa, I'm helping you to build capacity. I'm not giving you money, but I'm giving you an idea that can make you a better person than I met you.
All right.
That is what basically dating should be about.
All right.
So to me mentally and emotionally, when I feel that when you say you are ready, it means that when you can wake up one morning and you lose everything you love about the person, and you still have the joy to hold on and make the situation right.
Yes,
that's what I feel.
Okay.
And I love my space. I cherish my space. So bringing another person my space. I love my space. So bringing another person into my space, would I be more comfortable with time?
Yeah.
Would I feel that joy I have alone, being alone, having that person around me? And the third thing is, not every relationship will end to marriage.
Yes.
So I have to psych my mind up.
Yes.
That as I'm going to this relationship, when the person leaves, would I be able to carry on with life? If I'm able to answer these 3 questions, then it means I'm ready for marriage. If not, then I'm not ready for marriage, and I have to reassess myself again. So let's go to the next point. Joseph.
Yes.
What was the last straw that ended your relationship? And when given a chance, would you have done it differently, things differently?
Lack of communication. And then if I had a chance, I would.
You do it differently?
Yes.
Okay.
He said, what was the last straw?
Lack of communication.
Okay.
From your side?
From both sides. Like I was busy Yeah, I think basically, yeah, we're all busy, so we didn't have time for ourselves.
Oh, okay. And what about you, Andrew?
Well, I mean, the previous one just before, I got married. I realized that we had we didn't have common grounds for understanding. I mean, for instance, the person is so much business oriented, and then I have a ministry I have to do. I have people I have to coach. So when it comes to who should sacrifice what to meet what at what time, that was what was majorly bringing conflict. I realized that no, this won't work to help us. If I had another chance, if it could work, then both of us could have compromised more. At a point when, let me stop this one, help you do this, then we all move towards one direction, or let me move towards the other direction. But everybody stood at one side of the mountain,
extreme ends,
demanding that the other should cross, and the other should cross over. So I think that would be one of the challenges, that the major one. And if I had the chance to correct it, then we could have compromised more to make things better.
Thank you, Ransford.
Mine was just a mutual consent. Okay. So I think we should give ourselves a break. So
something could have caused that.
No, I don't think. I don't. There was nothing.
It just happened.
Yeah, because you see, it was just like that. Yes, just like that. I don't know. You see, no, I didn't.
Like you lost interest in.
Yes. No.
We didn't lost interest in you.
No. We are still in touch.
It really beggars. Yeah.
We are still in touch. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really beggars beliefs.
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Just the person wakes up and feels,
you can't just.
Could have started from somewhere.
Like that.
I wouldn't say, because every relationship goes down the drain and up. Okay. So it's just like that. So it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up.
Right. Yours went down and then yours never came. Yeah.
No, it's anytime it goes down, it comes up.
What made it?
Anytime.
Because you know that the thing we say, like the Diabo Kappa, something definitely should have.
No, I don't think, because I think we've been going on for 7 years.
Hey,
yes,
then that is what even makes it more.
Yeah,
fishy.
It's not fishy.
7 years.
Fishy. It was 7 years. It was just a mutual consent.
Mutual consent.
Mutual consent. Like you see, right now, you see, the last time, Koje sent me something that when you are between the age of 21
like begging to be powerful, like you are
you are so much concentrated on who you want to be, the things, the anxiety sets in. So like you are concentrating on what you are supposed to do. So because of that, we decided to give ourselves a break so that we can continue with or try to find our part.
Okay. So the foundation of the relationship was quite problematic.
My relationship was a perfect relationship. I was
perfect and break at the same time.
No. That is what I'm saying. It's a mutual consent. Because I understand her. She also understands me. So it was a mutual consent.
And then after 7 years, you broke up.
Yeah, we've broken up.
Like
1 year, 2 years, 2 times. 2 times presidency.
So we are still in touch. We talk a lot.
About what exactly?
So many things.
Hey,
we talk a lot.
Reconciliation Commission.
I'm telling you.
We talk a lot.
So with my,
just a mutual consent.
I think that I wasn't facing reality. It gets to a point that when you're in love, you overlook so many red flags, and you feel like you're dog, man, it's like it, and you're but the red flags are red flags. It'll come back hunting you.
That's true.
So I see them and I feel, it's cool. So it got to a point, the evil you're fighting, you become the evil itself.
Yeah.
You see, so that was my problem. I should have addressed certain things from the beginning, that I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this. But I was too emotional about love.
Wouldn't you be picky about that?
And I shouldn't be picky about.
Like, wouldn't you be picky about something?
No, you should lay down the foundation. You should lay down your want and what you don't like.
Yes.
From the onset.
As you move along, you work through.
Yeah, but
some of
because
the things you change.
When you're in love at that youthful age, you are so bubbly, youthful exuberance. You feel like, these things are not of consent. Later, when it comes back biting you.
That's true.
So that affected me. So if I'm supposed to go back, which I won't go back, go back again to chase stuff, I think I'll be more careful about the red flags. When something pops up, talk about it. Understand each other.
Let it go.
Don't let it go, but talk about it.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Is it that as soon as you start, you try to lay down certain things that you don't like.
With time, it's time, a day at a time.
Or you wait till such situations come up. Then you address it.
As long as you're working with somebody, definitely things will pop up. So, like he's saying, I think it's a very important thing that Kojo is saying right now.
Red
Look,
flags.
yes. When I say red flags, I think there are some of the things that may come up in the relationship. Maybe a little lie here, a little faithfulness here, a little hiding. Yes, those things that we normally don't pay attention to. When you get married, they magnify.
It will come.
It'll definitely magnify. So when some of these major things keep coming up, when, for instance, an issue comes, for a long time, waiting and one say this one doesn't understand what this one doesn't want to condescend. This also that. I mean, those things are red flags. You should pay attention to them. If you don't, and you say, well, it's just in the name of love, let's forget about it. Especially when the relationship becomes emotional. I mean, when a hug can make you forget about everything in the moment. Those are very critical things. When you get married, you feel more entitled to better privileges because of the union. I mean, not in the negative sense. I'm married, you are my wife. I'm supposed to enjoy what I didn't enjoy or I won't enjoy from other women. Likewise, your wife too, same. But when some of these things keep coming up, there's a little lie here. Oh, it's okay. There's a little flimsy excuse here somewhere. You don't really bother. You take the person home and they give you some attitude 1, 2, 3, and it's continuing. And they say, oh, after marriage they'll like me. It may change, it may not change, but I think you should open your eyes.
It won't change
because maybe it may never change.
Yes,
it may never change. So
true.
I think what he's saying is very important. The youth should really pay attention to
the red flags.
Exactly.
So let's go to our next question. So when I'm setting my questions for this episode, something dropped in mind, something I've experienced with most guys I've encountered. Do you get scared of dating or marrying an intelligent woman? Because from the commentary I see now on social media, commentary I hear from some friends when I have discussions, most of them are scared of intelligent women.
Okay, then personally, once you're not intelligent, I won't date you. If you aren't, forget it.
Andrew,
it's something I prayed for.
I love that.
I pray that God should make my wife intelligent. I mean, as when we say intelligence, we are not trying to belittle or segregate as if some ladies are not intelligent and some are not. What we are trying to say is that, I mean, like now, you see, it brings us to the modern day, not even Ghanaian, but modern day. Things are evolving, things are changing. I mean, if you don't learn and unlearn and relearn, if I should say, you lag behind a lot of things. So if you have somebody who is not willing, there's a program here. What have you thought about it? There's an online something. Have you read about it? I mean, the person is not reading any article, reading no book, not improving on himself, whether formally or informal. I mean, as a woman, all you know is the method your mother taught you to cook. I mean, jollof rice and banku and okro. I mean, meanwhile there are other I'm saying it is because of Kojo, that is why. But you see, there may be other things, and I think that in fact, it will be an indictment to present day modern man or woman if you fail to grow.
Yeah, true.
Come on, you are in a school when, I mean, people are coming. You're in a room of 4 girls or 4 ladies. They are all coming from different backgrounds. Somebody is cooking wachi. You realize that the wachi the person is cooking is better than what you know. What prevents you from saying, Charlie, what you are doing, I like it. Teach me. YouTube has even brought the world home to us. So to decide not to increase in knowledge, build your mental capacity, I don't think you're actually ready for life.
Oh, true.
You understand what I'm talking? So I mean, we are not saying intelligent as to mean that as a member no mamba just say one could school kakra. It's not just education. I mean, classroom learning we are talking about here. You should put yourself to task. I mean, give yourself, expectations that is what I want to do. You must be willing to learn every time. So that is the kind of intelligence we are talking about here. It's beautiful when you go somewhere with your woman and then a discussion is going on and she's able to contribute. She may not know everything, but that adds a lot to who even you are to the person. How can you work with an intelligent man you call your beloved, you call your boyfriend or your husband, and you are talking and like, hey, what is also free? Exactly. So you should, if you believe that is the man you want to call your head, then you should also raise yourself up, learn, add new things to yourself, add value to your life.
True.
Intelligence, like what you said, can be bought.
Yeah, true. Right.
Oh, never.
You not marry my intelligent?
No. I've never been scared of
marrying him.
Yes.
Or dating.
Yes. You see, most of my
7 years. Yeah.
oh, she's very intelligent. She's very intelligent, and intelligence is something I like most. I am more of, because of my political background, I think I read philosophy a little, and we question things. We don't just accept like that.
Yes, you have to question
and
it.
if you meet a lady who is like that, it's very good, because it's like always she has an idea about something. There are some ladies, when you ask them about something, hey, me, I don't know. Hey, me, I don't know. Me, I don't
like
hey, me, I don't know. Okay, so some ladies like that, it's very hard to get their perceptions.
Opinion, yes.
And I don't like ladies like that. So I think intelligent ladies are very good to go. Most of my female friends are learned individuals.
Okay.
Yes, they are very, very learned.
There's something little I also want to add. I think one of the things that make men afraid of intelligent women is the fear of not having control. You know, for instance, as the man, we interpret being ahead as manipulation, or being able to sit, then she sits, stand, then she stands, and also all. I mean, for a woman that I want to marry, I also be able to meet me. In the same way, if I ask you to stand, you can also tell me, if you stood up, it would have helped you. You understand? But you see, we get it wrong in the sense that, for instance, if I take money from you, I take house from you, I take cars from you, how else can you make your wife still believe in you as a leader and submit? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So now it's more or less like our headship or being in control is dependent on the money, the cars, and those things, other things that, I mean, when we have, can make the woman koto in a way. Those things also influence, but that should not be the underlying factor. For instance, if I'm the CEO of a company and I write a detail, and you are, let's say, my employer, employee, and then you write, let's say, a Lexus or a Bentley, it doesn't change my position as a CEO. We should teach our men to understand that being a man is not just in possessions. It is being a leader is not necessarily the amount of money you have. It's your ability to harness the resources around you and then channel the resources toward the right thing. Me, if my wife is a billionaire, happy. I'm glad, because my wife's money is my money as well. My money is my wife's money. True. If my wife has a car and I don't, there is no way I'm going out. It's better taking my wife's car than going to borrow a car from somebody. You understand? So I think that most men should not be afraid of intelligence. We are praying to God to make our women intelligent. So why is God making them intelligent and you are afraid of the answer that God has given you?
Let's expatiate on something. Andrew said control. Most men believe that because we are the head, you have to control. And that control is power. So the moment you meet a woman who is more intelligent or intelligent, it means you're going to lose control at a point. So let's explain. Let's educate our young men about the control part. Control. Joseph, what do you understand about control? When they say a man is the head of a family and you are supposed to lead, does leading necessarily mean you're controlling?
Okay, I would say maybe taking the rightful decisions. Because right, basically, the men will have to take a decision maybe based on their wives' maybe advice. So then maybe if you're intelligent, maybe right there, lady can maybe right better the kind of decisions which you make, because the control part is very subjective. Control in what sense? So then I believe maybe the lady can better your ideas which you bring forth.
Okay. Transport, the control part, because honestly, I have friends, I speak to friends, guys, and I tell you, yo, Charlie, this thing they do there, woman, you catch that level now, she go show you something. If you slow down,
what's wrong, right? If a lady, I control something.
That's the issue I want us to deliberate, because a lot of guys are going to that situation that they rather prefer to be more than the woman they are with, so they can have that control.
That's selfish. It's a very selfish like that.
See, are you getting my point? Are you guys getting my point?
That control part. What you're trying to say.
That control part,
selfish.
Well, I think when we say control, we are not looking at manipulation. Manipulation is, all the time. For instance, if you say I'm the man, if all the time you are saying, don't forget I'm the man of the house, I'm the man of the house.
Yeah,
number one, what are
of course you are.
Yes, what you're trying. Yes, I think I agree to what you're trying to say. I mean, because if you are not supposed to be shouting it in the first place. Now, when we say you are the man of the house, you are the man of the house. Now, what I'm trying to say is that if it comes to decisions on both sides, for instance, if you have to travel, and then the woman also has to travel, and the man says that, honey, I think we can do this trip at this time, and then later on do the other trip. Number one, you marry the man because you trust that every decision that you make, whatever that he will lead you to, he will not lead you to bad things. He will not lead you to your death. He will lead you to what will build you, grow you, develop you. So you should be willing to trust that leadership, that let's do what I am saying today, and then tomorrow we do what you are also saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But there are some men that feel that if his wife is a CEO and he is just an ordinary, let's say,
worker.
A worker. When he comes home, if he says that let's do something, the wife may not be willing to
do it.
Or but that should not be the case. And like Kojo is saying, some men feel that I can't control it. What do you mean by you want to control the person? Are you trying to say that the person doesn't have a will, the person doesn't have a say, if the person is giving you counsel? If many men have listened to their wives, most of the chaos that happened will not happen. The person is supposed to be your better half.
Yeah, true.
There is somebody that you are considering as a partner to come and help you achieve something. That means that you didn't actually understand where you were coming from, what made you enter into the relationship in the first place. So you say control, you are not trying to say that, being all bossy or all the time you want to be on top. True leaders don't say I, they say we. That is how true leaders speak. So it's factoring in one. The main sense of direction should rest on you, the man. Where the children should school, where they should go, how they should be brought up. Then, in consideration of your wife's opinion, both of it good. Sometimes you should be willing to accept that what your wife is saying is better than what you are saying. Admit it. And I think you are saying the right thing. Put what you are doing aside and let's go.
And I think that helps a lot when you make your partner believe that what she says is better than what you initially perceived. It helps them to
it's hard admitting it sometimes, but ultimately you should
Can I supply mine?
Yeah, sure.
You see, when you're a leader, it's not necessarily you giving instructions, but taking suggestions. If you watch this movie, In the Heart of the Sea,
I've not seen it yet.
Okay, right. This captain, they were hunting for whales and then harvesting their oil. During the olden days, whale oil was the oil of the century. So the captain wanted to go deeper to find more whales, and then his first mate was like, no, where you are leading us to, it's not the right path. We may not return. And then the captain, because of his ego, and then because he wants to show that he is in charge, he led his men into the deep seas, and I think only 2 or 3 of them returned.
I see.
Okay. So when you are a leader, it's not about you instructing, but you taking suggestions. We went for a program at Ghana Innovation Hub, and on their, I don't know whether it's their conference room or something, they have a certain board over there, and they have written in what will Ghana Innovation Hub be in the next 10 years. And when you suggest, your name is there. As in, Musa says this, Kojo says this, JY says this. When it comes to presenting something like that, not everyone can get the chance to present, but maybe the head of the company will present. But what he is presenting is not his sole or entire views, but from the others. Yes, so being a leader doesn't mean that you're supposed to instruct or do this, do that. It's best when you even relax your mind and then take suggestions from people and then you just polish it up. That is all that you go,
Okay, let's go to our next question. What do you think women look out for in a man as a companion? What women look out for in a man as a companion?
A man who is stable, one.
Stable as in?
Because maybe stable, maybe like in his life, let's say maybe the man has something going well for him.
Like business-wise?
Business,
career,
emotionally, career, physically, everything. Because once you're not stable, dating someone like that will be a bit difficult.
Okay, Andrew.
Well, I think women admire or look out for men who are bold. who know what they're about. Like you say, in the word stability, it means they know what they are doing, and then that is why SQHC is an outmoded something, but it's something that somehow I think is true. Say man pen kwasia for in quote. Sorry to say, but the kwasia for they are trying to talk about is, for instance, in SS, these guys who are rowdy, who break rules. You find out that women, most of our ladies were
attracted to them.
Yes, more attracted. They were not attracted to just the rowdiness but the ability to stand out. And even if it's the wrong thing, they're able to break through. Yeah. So every woman, though, has suggestions, but they also want to know that they are following the right person. They are following somebody who knows where he's going. So as a man, you should be bold. Recently, I was talking to a lady, and there was this guy around her. If you look at them, they are potential match. I mean, they can settle and marry in a moment. But I asked her, why doesn't she like this? And then she told me point blank that when it comes to decisions, even calling, if she doesn't initiate it, the guy doesn't. Even if she call the guy will respond. They will do chat and chat. But she's expecting that if when it comes to things, let's go here, let's pray at 2 p.m. steady. Pick your this. Have you done this? A man who is all the time leading, not in terms of just speaking, but in every other way. So I think the number one thing that a woman is looking for, that is why you are a man. You should be different from who she is.
True.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So she's looking for a man who is bold and brave, not just braveness in vanity, but in what he's doing. You get somebody to stick with you for 14 years, 10 years, until eventually you break through. Like, I mean, when we look at the picture of Obama and then Michelle Obama, I mean, those times, if you look at Obama's picture and we say this man will be president, you will not even believe it.
True.
But he has proven that, I mean, he knew at least what he was standing for, and he stood for it. That alone is satisfying enough for a woman. Then she sees when she can bring her input on board, and you will take it.
True.
Exactly.
True. Ransford.
Ransford
is Manchester.
I do not know what women look out for in men, but I think there are certain things that every woman should look out for. Okay, because to say that a woman looks out for this is very subjective. It's what might be good for this person might not be good. If you watch Date Rush, I think it's either on TV3 or something like that. Yeah. If you watch Date Rush, you see the man standing there, everything perfect, but the ladies there are like, oh, me, I don't want him. I was like, damn, why don't you want him? This man is good. So it's like individual preferences. But I think that every woman or every lady should look at certain psychophysical traits. And some of these things, I was able to number some of these things. You should look out for someone who is career oriented. Okay. Someone who is career oriented, who is serious with his work, and then if he's a student, serious with his studies, because you know that definitely is going to be productive at the end of the day. And then the second one is someone who makes time for you. Okay, because no matter how busy a person is supposed to apportion certain time for you, to listen to you, to be with you, and all these things. If you are with a man who says, hey, I'm busy, why didn't you call me? I was busy. I'm telling you for a fact, no one uses all the 24 hours in a day.
Exactly.
Nobody uses all the 24 hours in a day. Okay, so you are supposed to look out for a man who will have time for you. And then the next one is someone who is ready to accept responsibility. It's very, very important. It is very, very important. And then you see, I've been hammering on this issue since the beginning of the discussion. And then the last thing that a woman should look out for is someone who respects her identity.
True.
Yes, you're supposed to get someone who respects your identity as a woman. Everything that makes you a woman, the person is supposed to respect that.
That's true.
That is what a woman should look out for in a man.
Okay.
Right.
So the next question is straight to Andrew.
Okay.
Do you believe majority of men were brought up consciously or unconsciously as misogynists?
Well, this issue really got me thinking.
Yes,
I mean,
the ladies were talking about this issue.
Yes, and I think it's both sides, consciously and yes, unconsciously. Unconsciously, as when children, boys learn by observation. Come on, you are living in the house when, I mean, people are married. Your father and mother is married, but it's not marriage. It's a boxing ring that you are in, and you're the time being the referee. You, the small boy, all the time being the referee. You know, all these things that you see though you may hate it as you're growing up, because when those things are coming up as a boy, you get in between them and say, Daddy, stop what you're doing, Mommy, stop what you're doing. But if you don't also reorient your mind, you end up having those kind of traits unconsciously. So where unconsciously is, I would define it as something you keep exposing your senses to. You are in a society, in a vicinity where all the time men are talking against women, men are shutting down women don't have the freedom to express plausible opinions. Intelligent suggestions. When you grow up, you'll be shocked. Your wife will say something before you realize, keep quiet. And you'll come back to your senses and say, hey, what made me even shut my wife down in the first place? You've learned unconsciously by observation, by something you've exposed your senses to, what you've heard, what you've and then along the line too, apart from that, also consciously, I would say that some of the bad experiences that some men have had with some women in the past. For instance, you date somebody and you go all out to help the person, coach the person, support the person, not only in terms of money, but in any other ways. Then you find out that this lady, at the long run, goes and then says derogatory things about you and then disrespects your masculinity. When such a thing happens and you don't stand your ground, you don't allow yourself to let go, it will make you a misogynist. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, true.
Meanwhile, and you say that son and mine in our here. One time I boarded a taxi, and the way the taxi driver was talking about women, the only question I asked him was, I don't. Obiate payana Manu Crency, I didn't even end when he started mentioning from one lady and I dropped this into a job for them and pop myself. Meanwhile, the job is talking about just two. One, the mother, and then one, the lady I've been with. But basically, we call it fallacy of appeal to the masses. Just because of something small, you say everybody is like that.
Like that.
So personal experiences has contributed to misogyny. No doubt about it. So consciously, yes. Unconsciously, too. It very much applies.
Yeah, true. Ransford.
Kojo, let's look at the question very well. It says that, do you believe majority?
Yeah, majority.
So then that's like above 50%.
Yeah,
Yes.
about 50.
So for me, my answer is no.
No, okay.
Yes, no. Our societies do not raise us to hate women.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. And misogyny is even a strong word. To hate a woman, no. You see, there are certain instances that some one or two individuals, some one or two men may have their own cases against women. That's a different issue. But our societies, they raise us to respect women. Yes, because the first woman that you see is your mother. And it's only on extreme cases that maybe one person may disrespect his mother. But women are life givers. We respect women. If nothing at all, almost every man respects his mother. Okay, so we are not raised to be misogynist or to hate women. If someone has an issue with a woman, it's different. The same thing that a man can have an issue with his fellow man is different. But I don't think that we are raised to be misogynist. No, I don't think so.
So to me, no, because I'm from Kumasi, and in Kumasi too, we are right matrilineal. So then there's no way I can be because basically right. I got what my right identity.
Hey, we love our women.
My mom said it.
Love our women.
So basically, to me, no, because in my society, no.
So if you're a woman out there and then you're thinking that men are raised to hate women,
Probably because of one or two experiences you feel. Every man
these are individual issues.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't generalize it. No.
But I'm also looking at the whole issue from this point. Our mothers most times also contribute in most men become misogynist. In this sense, when we were growing up, those who have sisters around, the guys were treated more fairly than a woman. So I come back from school. When I was in primary, I came back from school. My mom would be like, "Oh, ain't you go there, girl? I take my boy and play. Oh, I'm not going there, but in our kitchen." So in my mind, I felt more important than my sister. Saturday classes, my mom would say, "Oh, ain't you got classes? Now do I go to school Monday to Friday?" But now your baby senior man. So in my mind, I'm more superior than a woman. Woman is limited. And so I'm coming. My mom didn't do that. Okay, my mom did that. My mom is a woman though. She's a product of the society. She's doing this unconsciously because that was what she also passed through. So she sees nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, in her mind, a woman will finally end up being married, and you have to acquire all these things. When I came back to Accra, I didn't have much cash on me, so I had to learn how to cook by force. Sometimes I cook and I can't even eat it. I don't know how to cook. So I was experimenting how to cook till now I can cook. You see, so unconsciously, my mom making me feel back then that I'm more superior and more important than my sister. I had the effect now. And so many men are going through that thing too. So many men who can't stand women are the results of our mothers unconsciously training most of us to feel that no matter where you end up in life, a man, you're supposed to be there. A woman's supposed to be here.
You're supposed to be served.
I get to my point. So what happens to you? Are you generalizing it?
I'm saying most men. Because I have friends. I have guys.
How many?
I have quite some friends around who think along this line too. Trust me, they think along this line. No matter how educated they are, they have degrees upon degrees, they still think this way. And no matter how you talk them into believing that no, we can all be equal human beings, they still end up making you believe that no, because this is how their parents raised them up, especially their moms.
I agree to what you are saying, but I think there was a twist. There are so much extremities in some of these things. I mean, your mother or our mothers, let me say, because I saw the same thing with my sisters too. When my sisters were there, I don't cook, I don't do anything. But now I go to the market myself. I come back, prepare meals for my wife to eat. There are times when she doesn't cook. I cook myself. If she were here, she would have clapped for me, because I mean that I'm just bringing up something. I mean, you see, the mother was building an aspect of her daughter's life, which they will need in the future, but to the neglect of the development of the boys that she was also supposed to raise. So it wasn't wrong saying that, I mean, a woman is better. I believe the woman is better wired to handle a home than a man is.
True.
I mean, if you look at the Bible throughout, it doesn't mean that women are confined to the kitchen. It's quite insulting when we put it that way. I mean, as if when we say the woman's place in the kitchen, it doesn't mean that, I mean, all that a woman can be is to be in the kitchen. But if you look at what the kitchen does to the home, what the kitchen does to men, what the kitchen does to children, of the family, thank you, that is the word. It's not something that we should allow just anybody to just enter the kitchen. So if you see the kitchen for what it is, and how important it is to keeping the home running, then you will not see it like some prison confinement where an enemy has pushed you with a taskmaster being over you. Do you understand? There are extremities. So I think that, well, generally, like we are saying, when you look at Ghana, I can say Ghana, men are not women haters.
Yes.
At all. Even in Trotro, when some mates are trying to insult mothers, there are passengers who will stand up. I've seen people have slapped them, beating mates because they were insulting somebody's mother. Meanwhile, they never know the woman from anywhere. So, but we can also ignore the fact that there are some men that, yes, based on one or two experiences, personal observation and things, they have become women haters.
So these are individual cases. You can see during Mother's Day celebrations, you can see, you can witness the amount of love that goes to
the money that we push into Mother's Day celebration.
So we love women. We love women.
So women, please don't feel that. I mean, Ghanaian men are women haters and want to.
These are individual cases, as I said.
And men learn and unlearn. Some things I learned it, and it's for my own good.
So the last question before we end this discussion, our last question. I love this whole discussion we have been having for this time. Are you proud of your dad as a companion to your mother, and would you like to emulate his actions towards her? Your dad, Joseph.
Yes, but not all. I thought of him, but some I would, some I wouldn't.
Which one would you emulate from your dad?
Okay, let's say my dad, like, he's very bold. He's very ambitious. So I'm going to emulate that one.
Okay. Ransford.
I'm proud of my father. In fact, I have 3 fathers that I look up to, and I'm proud of them all. Yes, I'm very, very proud. No matter that doesn't matter the negative things that I've seen about them. I don't think these are heavy things that I should consider. But in general, I'm proud of each of them. yes, I'm very, very proud of them.
Andrew.
Well, my biological father didn't really live that long, but the little time that I spent with him, like I was saying, going to the market, is things that I saw him do. I mean, he will go cook for us to eat. My mother may not be home by that time. By the time she comes, there's food, you know. So those kind of, homekeeping, that character of homekeeping, I learned from that short time that I spent with him. But like he also said, I had other father figures who have also demonstrated strength in many other beliefs, not just on the academic front or just on mentorship, but going to their houses, the way they relate. You know, some people can pretend, but you can't pretend for long.
Yeah,
you
true.
know? But with consistency, what I've seen, I think averagely we have good men. Who we can say, we can say they are proud dads. They may have their faults, their shortcomings, but on the average, if your father has not mixed DDT for your mother to drink or to done something that really is stifling, then I think you have a good dad.
Kojo, let me also say this. I want all young men growing up that I want to tell them that they should be very careful of what they say about their fathers. Yes, because we are all trying to be one someday. Yes, so be very, very careful what you say about your father. Even if it's negative, try to make it positive, because you don't know what you are going to, or the kind of father that you are going to be. It's a process, and in the process, something can change.
Yeah, circumstances
yes, it says that an object will be in a straight motion unless external forces has acted on it or something.
So I think
so we
that
should be very, very careful what we say about our fathers.
Sure. I think that it gives us opportunity. Fathers give us opportunity. We the young ones coming to be fathers soon. It gives opportunity to at least be better than them. Exactly. They've given us a perfect model for us to look at and perfect it with ourselves too. So yeah, we all feel we deserve better from our parents.
Yes.
Yeah. So
exactly.
that was his best. That was what the situation made him do. So yeah, anything they did to us, we are grateful. They brought us to the world, so yeah, we are here. As we are talking, our fathers are part of our creation. So,
exactly.
So we thank everybody for listening to this podcast. This is one of the best podcast episodes I've recorded. And thank you, Joseph.
And the longest.
That's why I have part two. That's why I have part two. Andrew, Ransford, Joseph, let me talk about your app, Reader app. So Joseph has a Reader app. Reader app. It's on Google Play Store and iOS too.
No, not yet. It will be there
May to be on iOS for Apple users. So kindly go there when you're a writer, you're an author, or you're starting as an author. You can put your book on there, ebook on there. Anytime anybody buys the book, it comes directly to a mobile money account, right? And it's good. It's great. So Reader app.
And then very, very soon my book too will be there. So
Ransford's book will be there.
Yes.
Andrew too is a good writer. So maybe hoping that one day he puts his books there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So your closing remarks on this whole topic.
Okay, so then men are basically a very interesting creature. Basically, right, contribute to everything in the world, right, making the world like better for everyone, including the ladies and our children. So then, personally, right, we aren't bad, people. We are like, really, really good people.
Okay, sure. So thank you, Joseph. Ransford, your last closing remarks.
To the women out there, what I would tell you is that try and then build yourself up, okay? Because any man would want to see his woman to be somebody, to be somebody. So try and then build yourself up. If it's education that you didn't get a chance to have, it's not all about book and school. Whatever that you are doing, make sure that you have the passion for it. Do it well. Have plan for it, as we have all been saying. Purpose. So have everything. Have purpose for everything that you are doing. When you do that, every man will be proud of you. Yes, true. Every man will be proud of you. It doesn't matter your level of education. Every man will be proud of you.
Sure.
So that is what we all want.
Yeah, true. And Andrew.
Well, the little I can add to it is that we men, we should also strive to be the best we can be. I mean, every woman wants to, and not just the woman, every family wants to have a man they can say, yes, that's our father, that's our dad, that's our husband. So we we should also strive and then be the best that we should be. And then for the women who have been through one or two heartbreaks and painful experiences, that is not all that there is.
Yes, never say you won't date a man.
Exactly. I mean, that we are here with men, and we are here with women as well. So let's all of us be the best that we should be. Put the past behind us and then forge on to what is ahead. For that man, keep pursuing that vision, pray about it, make sure that you have the backing of heaven, and men will support you. For that woman, be the best that you also have to be, and don't let society twist this beautiful relationship that we have.
Okay, sure. So what's our topic said? What's the modern day Ghanaian man looks out in a woman? Before you go about looking out for something good in a woman, first look out in you. Be better person, be a better version of you before you go out looking. So that's all. Thank you for listening. It's Too Maddening Podcast. Bye.
See you following submission. I know you're wishing that you could let your head down and mirror my admission. So why you worrying about being the outcast? Don't you know to be yourself and never ask permission? My short